Hello, hi, how are you? So I wanted to go live today just to tell you all about my new course that I'm running. I'm so excited about it. It starts on the 14th of July. It's a container for women only, and it's called Life Without Limits. Now, the reason I chose that name is because firstly, I have it tattooed on me, Life Without Limits. And also it was the name of the chapter in a book that I co-authored earlier this year, which actually hit #2 on the bestseller list and Wall Street Journal. So it was a pretty fantastic book, pretty fantastic chapter, if I do say so myself. And off the back of that, I put together this course because it just spoke to me. It spoke to me and I wanted to get it out, and I want to help women succeed in their life. And I feel that I've done quite a lot of work, quite a lot of groundwork and personal mastery to get where I am today and have a fulfilled, successful life. And I would like to help others do exactly the same. So I put together this container, and it is a 4-week intensive. Each week we will look at a different element that I feel that is really, really important, and then we will bring it all together. So in the first week when we get together, it's called, finding your true self. In this first chapter, what we really have to do is get to know you. Who are you? What are your core values? I know that after looking into myself and my life, what I stand for, I know that what's important to me, my relationship with my family, my being a mom, my health, looking after myself, and also having just a brilliant, happy, fun life. Like a lot of the things, when I really got to know myself, because I have all these ideas that I want to do work-wise, but also, so I'm always jumping to looking at new and interesting things, but also when I really got to know myself, it's really important that I have a certain amount of freedom to be available for my family, be available for my children. So these things have to be considered when you actually really get to know yourself. There is no point me taking a job that requires me to be away from my family 24/7, because it just won't work. And I only really discovered that because I did grow up coming from a really hard-working family, and my family are grafters, and so I had that flip side of, you're meant to be working and hustling and grinding and working hard. But then on the flip side, my personality needs me to have a certain amount of fun, certain amount of freedom in my life. And so finding out who you are really can help you be happy, because there's like I said, there's no point me taking a job that is going to make me unhappy. And so if you get to know yourself really well, not what you think your expectation is of who you should be, but actually who you are, your true self, not the expectations that people have put on you to be a certain person. Maybe like go into a job that is a family job, teachers, nurses, all these things, they seem to knock down, they do the same sort of job. But if that does not suit your personality or who you are, then you shouldn't be doing that job, and there's better ways. You can be more helpful to the world if you find a job that you're aligned with, because it's your true purpose. And if you can find your true purpose in something that you do, then you really have succeeded in life. And that's what I help people do. Find their true purpose, get to know themselves, who are they in their identity, and and really dig deep into who they are, what they want, who they want to be, what their expectations are of who they're meant to be, all of these things. And we bring all this to the surface because we want you to have the best life. Really, really do. You know, make your dreams a reality. You know, these are the things that you want to do. And also we tend to go through breaking through limiting beliefs and removing blocks. Now, people are like, I don't get this limiting beliefs, removing blocks things. How do I do that? But when something in my head is telling me something else. Now, there's a certain thing that you have to do. And tomorrow at 7 o'clock, I will be teaching that live, how to remove blocks. So this is to do with your limiting belief patterns of, you say you think you want to do something, and then whatever reason, something comes up, you don't even know that it comes up, and it blocks you from being able to do it. And you can't quite get to the bottom of why that happens. So there's a technique that we do, and that will help you remove the blocks so that you can move forward. And that's a really good thing to do. So what I want to do on your life is to dial up the happiness, dial up the joy, dial up the success, put all these things together, you know, so that we're living an amazing, joyous life. And, you know, develop into your new self, develop into your world, into your new self. You know, you become your project. You know, you look at all the things as if, you know, life isn't happening to you, you know, it's happening for you, and all the wonderful things that you can put together and have. And we can sort of manifest magic in all of those areas. So that would be like what our first week we would get to the bottom of. And we'll have various different tasks that you do so that you can help you through this and help this actually happen. And the second week, what I like to teach is about masculine and feminine energy. Now, it is a bit of a buzzword at the moment, and it can be really confusing because, you know, like some people it's a man and a woman thing, and it's not at all. We both have both. And I was definitely someone who lived in my masculine energy a lot because, you know, my work ethic was really hard. It was action orientated, grind, hustle, you know, like always thinking about, you know, the end result, the thing that you had to get to, crush anything else to get there. That was the goal. So, I was living in this energy, this negative energy, because it was always it doesn't matter about anybody else. It's what I want first, on a work basis. But in my real life, in my life of where I was happy was, you know, like it took me a long time to get here to find out when am I happy? So when am I happiest? And that is always with my family, my children, all of that. And so what is that? What kind of person am I when I have this energy, different energy, this nice energy, this nurturing energy, this creative energy, this receiving love energy? Well, that's with my family. And I'm not an angry person. I'm a happy person. I'm someone that, you know, that wants to nurture. And so you have this dichotomy of the two different energies. So yes, you do need a masculine energy, because that is actually that is your doing energy, and that is something that will give you the actions to be able to achieve the things that you want to achieve. And yes, we need to be able to do that, but you do not want to live in that energy. You want to be living in your feminine energy, really living into yourself, you know, your nurturing side, your kind side, your love side. That's the energy that you want to be putting out into the world. Now, if we combined that with your business or your career or your job or something like that, now you can balance these two energies. Yes, you do need some masculine energy to get the actions done and do the things that you need to do. But if you want to be the person that you want to be, then you need to be living in your feminine energy. And we go through all of that. So we go through how the feminine energy and the masculine energy works, and at what purpose, and how does it solve us, and how does it help us. And then we look at you know, tapping into your human potential. I mean, it gets really exciting. And what I would want for you, because when I've done my NLP coaching, you know, it's so interesting about living in, whether you live in your conscious or your unconscious mind. You know, our unconscious mind is repetition patterns that have built up over a long period of time. And if we can take a breath and bring some of that forward into our conscious mind and start actually living in our conscious mind and start operating on a higher vibration and a higher level, things get damn easy. They get much, much easier for you, because you have the ability to not just accept the patterns of behavior that have always negatively served you. So we deal with all of that on week 2. We look at the feminine energy, we look at the masculine energy, what bits we need, what bits we should move away from. Are we stuck in some energy? I know some people that, some lovely, beautiful humans, but they're stuck constantly in masculine, aggressive energy, and they can't back away from that, and they cannot find happiness or joy, even though they've reached their targets, because they're always pushing themselves in this not very nice energy, and they're locked in that energy. So we will go through how we get out of it, how we move into it, when to bring it up when we need it, and really tap into our potential. And then what we do on week 3, because I have a health background. So if you know or you don't know, I used to do bodybuilding and was pretty successful, to be fair, in my day. I won quite a few trophies that were right above my head. I keep them up there, getting dust. And so I learned quite a lot about health and looking after your body. And I mean, to be fair, when you compete, it's for aesthetics. It isn't necessarily for health. It is definitely for you're on stage at that moment on that filling in the criteria to fit that aesthetic at that time. But yes, so on the 3rd week, what we do is we start looking at your health generally, because my goal would be not to get you on a stage or anything like that. Absolutely not. My goal would be to look at your health in a long-term strategy. You know, it's not like, oh, I'm going to eat this so that I'll have to go to the gym because I've just eaten this kind of scenario. I think it was Warren Buffett, the famous billionaire. I think it was him that said it, that your body is like, it's such a great analogy. Your body is like a car. So the beginning of your life, you're given this beautiful, shiny, amazing car. Yeah? Nothing wrong with it. It's pure perfection. Yeah? But you're only going to get one for the whole of your life. You get that one. So how do you look after it? You'd bloody well look after it, wouldn't you? You'd be there polishing it, putting the best oil in, making sure the tyres are all sorted. But we just don't do that with our bodies. You know, what we do is we take advantage of it. We don't think long-term strategy. Yeah, we can have things and we can go out and we shouldn't sacrifice, you know, like all these things. But think of the long-term bigger picture. And the long-term bigger picture is, yes, you're going to get older, but you want to be as healthy as possible. And what's the long-term strategy for that? If you're someone who is carrying a lot of weight extra, then you need to find something in it that will give you the motivation to think longer strategy. Because when you get to a certain age, your knees are going to be hurting, you're going to be worn out, you cannot run after your kids, you know, and things are going to be harder and harder because you've got in a pattern of behavior of not being active and not doing it. So anyway, on week 3, what we do is we look at the health as that. We look at your physical body, we look at your mind, we look at your spirit, we look at your soul. So we cover all of these on the health side, and you know, calming that nervous system, finding the techniques that you could use. I have my own, and there's I've got lots of tips and tricks on being able to calm yourself, calm your body, calm your emotions, calm your nervous system, and really start to look at appreciating your body. I mean, at the end of the day, it's pretty magical. I mean, I know mine has given me 4 amazing children. To think that is absolutely an absolute miracle, and it's incredible. And I know that a lot of the women that come on, the journey with me and come and work with me are usually mummies, and they've forgotten about the bigger picture of looking after themselves and looking after their bodies. And if you really, really start looking after yourself, everybody gets the benefit. They really do. It's not a selfish thing. Absolutely not. It's not that. It's that you can be the best person you can be when you're in a good state of mind and a good state of body. And so that would be the goal for week 3, is really getting down to, the body, the physical side of it. And then in week 4, we do a real interesting deep dive into wealth energetics. Now, this is really interesting, like energy in, energy out, and how do we feel about money? I mean, I love the term. I've got a module that I do, which is called Becoming a Money Magnet. And I remember, it was ever so funny. I remember I'd been teaching this one morning. I'd been teaching it all morning. I am a money magnet. I am a money magnet. Money comes to me. Money flows through me. It loves me. And I got called to this meeting. And I went to this meeting and I didn't really know what this meeting was about. And then when I went into this meeting, they offered me double the money for exactly the same thing as I was doing. And it was just hilarious because they just came out with it, and I was like, oh, okay. And I walked out of that meeting and I was like, I'm a money magnet. I'm a money magnet. Money comes to me. And it was a really funny moment, because I've been talking about it all morning and it just came from nowhere. So on week 4, we talk about money, how we feel about money. Normally we get our money issues from how we've been brought up, our parentage. Is it scrimp or is it save, or is it, oh my god, you have to work hard to make any money, or do you spend too much, do you save too much? We look at all of the energies about how you feel about money. A lot of people hide from their money. I know I've done that before. My parents' belief on money was they grew up very poor. But my dad was, hustle grinder. That's where I got that from. And make money. And he made lots of money and then promptly lost it all. And I've done exactly the same thing, because I never became the person that could hold on to money. I was the person that could get to the point, but then lost it again. And it's very, very similar thing that happens in the lotteries. Because the lottery people haven't become the person that can hold wealth. All they've done is won. They've manifested winning the lottery so much, and they've won the lottery, but they haven't manifested becoming someone that can hold money. And so even with all the wonderful advice they get, within 2 years it's gone. And that is some ridiculous statistic that says all these lottery winners go back to being poor, because subconsciously, they don't even know they're doing it. They're getting rid of their money. They're getting rid of their money. They're getting rid of the money because they don't know how to hold it. They haven't learned to hold it. They can't handle it. And in the back of their mind, they might think money's evil, or money isn't good, or good people aren't rich, and various different things like that. So we look at all the energetics that people have about wealth and how to do it. And also, I only work with women, because the thing is, for me, it's what lights me up. It's what activates me. It's helping women become self-led is a thing. I want to, as my mentor says, money in the hands of women, big money in the hands of women, is important. And if there's more women having substantial amounts of money and being able to create wealth and being able to do amazing, wonderful things with this wealth, yeah, not selfish things, but amazing, wonderful things with this wealth in their feminine energy, which I know they will do, then, you know, the world's going to be a better place. It really, really is. And so I want to teach as many people to be able to hold on to their money, to be able to do amazing, wonderful things with it. And so, yeah. So that's really what's happening with, on week 4 is, yeah, women being able to hold money. So after that, yeah, so we have 4 weeks together. We talk about the physical side, the feminine energies, getting to know yourself, and then we talk about money as well. So if you know anybody that might be interested in this, please share this video. That would be wonderful. Because I really want to help some people really, really transform into something they never thought they would possibly could do. You know, have success in love, in relationships, into health, into wealth, balance their lives. So if you want to share this video, please do. That would be much appreciated. And if you feel like you want to go on a journey with me and I'm an energetic match for you and I activate you, only if those things happen can we work together, because I have to, you know, you have to be activated by me. And if you are, I will give you my heart and soul, and you will do the same, and we will go on this amazing, wonderful journey together. So if you want to do that, just message me, because there's loads of things all over the place floating around, and come and work with me for a few weeks, see what we can do together, see what magic we can create together. Tomorrow, I'm going live at 7 o'clock, and I will be helping you remove money, helping you remove limiting beliefs, removing those blocks. I've got a technique that you can use for removing blocks. So when someone says, oh, I want to do this, and they go, yeah, oh my God, yeah, I want to do that. Something stops. Why can't I do that? I want to do that. I definitely want to do that. Well, why can't I do that? Something's stopping me. There's a block. Yeah, and we need to find a way around that block. But I know the way around it. Yay! I got the technique to do that. And last thing is, on Thursday, if you want to join me live, I'm running a masterclass from my Strong Women Fitness, Health and Life Coaching page. This one, and it's on confidence. So the masterclass on confidence on Thursday. Tomorrow, tomorrow is removing blocks. That'll just be a quick one, but the confidence masterclass will be a slightly longer one. So please share this video if anybody wants to come into one of my containers and work with me for a few weeks, and we'll be living our best lives. So yeah, please share the video, and I will see you all soon. Thank you and goodbye.